Hey guys, welcome to the Talking League and GameDay Squad. We're making a video today essentially on how to play GameDay Squad. With me today, we've got Andy from Talking League, Tom from GameDay Squad. Let's bring the boys in. Andy, pretty exciting to be back with GameDay Squad this year, mate.
Yeah, I know. It's a good season, pre-season too, so we can finally get all our teams set and ready to rock. And hopefully, Tom will give us a good little explanation here on how to do so.
Yeah, Tommy, what do
Yeah,
you got for us
absolutely.
today, mate?
G'day, fellas. It's good to have you back on board with GameDay Squad 2025. I know we're pumped about it. Can't wait for a huge season. And what a time it is. Pre-season, fantasy footy's back. There's nothing better than, building your squad and getting ready for a huge campaign. Let's hope so, at least, with some good selections. We're here today to have a look at GameDay Squad. We're going to walk you through, for anyone that's new, how to play GameDay Squad, get started, and to claim some little bonus rewards and prizes along the way.
Hey, before we do that, do you want to tell the listeners or the newcomers what GameDay Squad is and what it's about?
Absolutely. GameDay Squad, we are a fantasy sports platform. We just do it a little bit different from your traditional other platforms you may have played before. So what we do is, in order to start a card in your squad, you need to have their player card. I'll explain what that all means and how you can do that a little later on. But essentially, you just want to build the best squad and the highest scoring squad you can every week. And we give out a ton of prizes and cash for doing so. So it's a bunch of fun. You get to compete against your mates. And there's some cool stuff that we'll get into a little later.
I'm loving the sound of this, Andy. Let's rip in. Let's go,
Especially
Tommy.
the money side. The money side is a good side.
I knew you boys would like that. That's why I had to mention it now, nice and early. But this is how we do it. So you can play GameDay Squad on your browser by going to gamedaysquad.com.au, or you can go to the App Store. So we're on the Play Store, and of course, we are on the Apple Store as well. When you are creating an account, there's 3 different ways you can do it. You've got email and password. You've got a Google account. So if you've got a Gmail, you can log in that way. Or if you're on an Apple device, you can also use the Apple. So we're going to go in here. We are going to create an account brand new.
Pretty generic email there, mate. No funny ones. No old school 19-year-old first email accounts. It'll be exciting.
I can't wait. I'll trade you my Moses Mbye legend card, mate.
I've got my Dylan Brown. I might have to get rid of that with the news, all his contract signing too. So, all right, we're in.
Let's talk about promo codes quickly here, Tom.
Yeah, I know. Well, there's a couple you can use, but the best one that I've heard of is TL25. So when you sign up, you can punch in a promo code, and the reason you want to do that is you get a bonus reward on top. Do you guys know TL25, that promo code?
Oh, I used it the other day, and you know what? The best thing is, you get an email from some guy called Tom the next day delivering your packs, service with a smile, baby.
And just to confirm, this is after you log in, because I know sometimes you can get stitched up and then you log in, you go, oh, I forgot to use a promo code. So after you create your account.
Exactly right, mate. Sign up, create your account, email, password, however you do it, and then chuck in TL25, submit that, and you can see there you'll get a confirmation promo code has been successfully added.
Everyone loves that green tick.
Yeah, and you get 3 packs, common cards, 9 cards a pack. It's worth $20. So free money for you to play, for you to trade. There's heaps of different things they can do with it, Tom.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's just such a good little boost to get started, because you'll see here, we're going to click in. We're going to go here. We need to pick a squad name. I'm going to go the Game Changers because that's what I do. We change the game, and that's what we're hoping to do here.
He's talking smack already. Love it.
I know. I'm getting ready for a massive season. So what you're going to do, you're going to be on the dashboard. What we need is players. We need to put players into our squad, and how we're going to do that is going to our packs. You'll see here we've got packs ready to go. These are your starter packs to get started. They're by position. So you'll go along here, you'll open up all your packs, and you'll see the players. So let's see how we go.
Oh, Paps.
Ooh, a little
That's
puppy.
great. This is going to be Hammer.
Oh,
Hammer's
the Hammer
very
too.
good at GDS. And Latrell.
Latrell. What a turn.
Latrell, man.
This guy's got the hand of God.
I'll be trading with you. Tommy.
Tommy's just
That's a great start. I'll tell you what.
Just one GDS.
Hopefully everyone can start like that.
Ben Hunt, not bad.
Ben Hunt.
Okay, Matty Burton, very good. And Jamal Fogarty.
And I suppose we'll see the teams later, but you can only start certain players in certain positions.
Exactly right. That's why they're by position here. So
Oh,
you can see-
Penasini. Oh my
RTS,
gosh.
Gagai.
Ooh.
This is the best pack of all time.
Nah,
Jesus.
Gagai is probably going to be a collector's item in the future.
Could be very, yeah.
But so this is how you get
Munster,
started.
Oh my
DCE,
goodness.
Nico.
Oh my God.
Nico.
What kind of cheat have you put into this system?
Exactly. Cheat code TL25.
No, we are on fire, fellas. So we're going to
And
hopefully
so-
keep it going.
So the starter packs basically, if you had no promo code, the starter pack gets you a team that you can set, so you don't need to purchase anything. Is that correct?
Yeah, absolutely. So we make sure that the second you sign up from day one, day dot, you are ready to compete on GameDay Squad, irrespective of using a creator code, a promo code, or even purchasing packs. So you will be able to set a squad from day dot. We made sure that's very important to be able to do so. So we've had a pretty good start.
Oh,
amazing.
T-May.
Good
But
players,
Eddie,
man.
not only
This
is
is-
this good, like this brings me back to my childhood, just turning cards, just
Oh,
randomness.
100%.
All we need is a piece
Pack
of
of
bubble
chips,
gum, and we're like,
trying to
yeah,
find the wrapper, open up the pack, and seeing who you got, and just flexing on all your mates, being like, mate.
this is a very,
got the
very good
best.
team that's coming up. Liam Henry's going to be a very good player this year.
The only caveat is I can't
Hudson
chuck one of my
Young.
shit cards at one of my mates. That's the only problem.
Yes. I could print it off for you if you
And
wanted.
Butcher,
If you really, really
Nanai,
Yeah, we could definitely do that.
you and Aiken.
Aiken, very good
This
second.
is a very good start.
And this
Like,
is
we've
the
got
last pack.
Middleton.
So we've gone through all the positions. Last one we'll do. It's a Pine.
Tapani,
Payne
Haas.
Oh
Haas.
my gosh!
Oh.
What a starter!
Maxi King.
What a
Jeez.
starter!
Yeah.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this is what the fanfare that you go through, just the emotion.
And if you're a convert from fantasy as well, you will know all these players, and you will know exactly how they score in fantasy. So that's good.
Exactly right. Payne Haas in particular. What a
Is
star.
he any good?
Superstar
Is he any
he
good? I'm
is.
not too
Yeah.
sure.
I think he
Yeah.
is. I'm pretty sure he's pretty bloody good at playing footy.
Tom, probably a good time to just talk about the importance of opening the packs, because essentially the players that we receive in the packs are the players that we can play with, which is a lot different to NRL fantasy, which a lot of our audience actually play with.
Yeah, exactly right. So you can only start the players that you have. So it's very important that whenever you do have packs, you're opening them. Now, one of the best parts about GameDay Squad is not only do we get you from day one ready to compete, but every week you log into the platform, we give you more starter packs on top. So it's a dynasty game. All the player cards that you pull in any pack that you've ever opened, you keep forever.
That sounds good to me. Forever.
Forever. Exactly. And then, of course, if you, we're going to open up our reward packs now for using TL25. I had the codes ready to go here, but this is what you're going to get.
A little common pack just comes up. Love that.
So one common pack, two common packs,
Three common packs. This
three
could be
common packs.
There's going to be some good cards in this one too.
Yeah, absolutely. So let's go. Open all. These packs are a little different. So the packs we opened before are starter packs. As I mentioned, you get them weekly just for logging in, and they're just going to be bronze player cards. This is can be different cards that we have. So I'm going to show you and explain as we go along here.
Oh, very nice visual there.
Stuff on the top.
Ooh, Junior Paulo, veteran. Sean Kepi, Cam Munster, okay. Jojo
We might leave
Fafita.
that for last.
Ooh, Blaze Talangi, Paddy Carrigan.
Nice.
Oh,
Ooh,
Luai,
Daddy
the
Luai.
Tigers could be good. So yeah, I noticed he's still hovering over that, and it's a bit of a different color. Oh, Hamiso.
I can't believe this. We have out of a common pack. I should give some context to everyone looking along. But we go to the store. You can see here that per pack you open, there are different percentages for getting a tier of card. And what these cards do, as I mentioned, you put them into your squad, but they vary in goodness, can't speak. They vary in how many are available for each tier, but the higher you go up, the less there are. So the top one being the legend, there's only one of that, but you get a fantasy score multiplier with it of 1.5. So you can see there, we had a 1% chance to get a diamond, and
we hit a diamond, and that was a good one too, Hamisio, to be a Fido.
It was fantastic. So let's open up these packs because we are about to get into the best part of Game Day Squad, in my opinion, which is the squad building component.
Love it. Oh, Gutho, he's in the Dragons jersey too.
That was a pack for you.
Don't know how I feel about that.
2 elastics in there, mate. Jesus.
Another hammer.
Oh, the chin.
Hey, we got the Cleary.
The chin.
Oh, and we got
Oh my goodness.
Scotty Sorensen. Cam Muzz. Oh my God. Dave Fafita. What is going on here?
Tommy's going deep in the NRL this
I tell you what, this is exciting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna drop a bit of cash on this just to try and get me good players.
So it's a good time to talk about the players, as I mentioned, you keep forever. And there's a lot of strategy in players because you want players that you're going to want to start now for your squad. But of course, you also want some young guns that you're going to be able to use later for different seasons as we go year to year. But the one question I get asked the most, because it's the most important part of our game is getting player cards, is how do I get more player packs? So I'm going to take you through just a couple of ways right now that you can get more player packs for Game Day Squad. And the first one, which you already did, is using the Talking League creator code. Make sure when you sign up, you're making your brand new account, put in TL25, and you're going to get those 18 or 27 cards that we just opened there. You don't know which cards you will get, but hopefully there's some really good cards that you can start into your squad. Second one, as I mentioned, is the weekly starter packs. Just log into the platform. Every Monday, we drop starter packs into your account, and there's even more cards that you can build upon in your club. The next way is Discord server giveaways. So we run a Discord server here at Game Day Squad, and we host a variety of different giveaways where we're not only giving away packs, but player cards as well. So definitely make sure to join our Discord server because we're doing giveaways throughout the entire year, and you never know, you might be lucky enough to win a couple of them. Next one, social media giveaways. Not only do we host them, but our partners will as well, where they're giving away packs and cards. So keep an eye out on socials. Make sure you're following our partners like Talking League and following Game Day Squad because there will be some goodies to claim throughout the season. Weekly rewards. If you play well and perform well in Game Day Squad, you get packs for doing so. So make sure you're setting your squad, getting more packs, and then you're going to continue to build. And that is it. There are a couple of ways that you can get some more packs with Game Day Squad and get started.
Nice. Tommy, before we move on, those cards, we can obviously just go to your team anyway. Those cards have got like little multipliers, little numbers on there. Can we just explain to the people what that means, mate?
Absolutely. So that's a fantasy score multiplier. So as the supply gets less and as you go up the different rarities, the multiplier increases. So the highest multiplier you can get is 1.5 times with a legend. And then a bronze player card, our starter cards, they're just a 1 multiplier. So if you score 100 points, you only get 100 points. Where if you score 100 points as a legend card, you get 150. So that's the benefit to it. And we're going to talk about how you can use these player cards and the strategy you're going to need in our competitions.
Yeah,
and
with those,
Also add with the packs, right? So you've got the common and rare and the ultras. So I'm imagining that whatever one you purchase, you have a higher percentage of getting better players.
Yeah, absolutely right, mate. So if we go here, we've got a rare pack, 1% for a diamond and the commons. You can see a 3% here. And also your cap for how good a card will get will increase. So we could get silver cards in a common pack, but there's a 0% chance to get one here in a rare. So as you go up, you're guaranteeing a certain floor of rarity for the player cards that you're getting. And then here you can see with the uniques, 0% chance for a gold. So you can only get platinum, diamond, and legend.
0.17%. I like those odds.
Yeah, just for the people there, Tommy, obviously those cards, they got rarity on them too. So just say you've got the only Nathan Cleary legend, you're the only one with it.
Exactly right, and there'll never be another one in the game. So all the set amount of cards there are for a player, we don't go past that limit. So the one legend card we have for Cleary, there'll only ever be one. So the lucky owner of that was going to have an awesome advantage, especially heading into this year.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
Let's talk about competitions, fellas, because this is how you get involved with Game Day Squad. This is how you score all your points and you can win part of our rewards. So we have a variety of different competitions. I will let you know that you can compete in more than one for Game Day Squad. But as you go up the competitions, there are different restrictions and salary caps that apply. So we'll start off at the bottom with starter. You can only use bronze cards in this one. And this is what we would call our entry-level competition at Game Day Squad. So we made sure when we designed our competitions for everyone to join that you could be a starter that's only just playing fantasy sports for the first time, or you could be a seasoned veteran like our boys here at Talking League, but there will be a competition for you. So no matter what skill level you are, no matter how much you played fantasy sports before, we will have a competition that will suit your skill set. So Starter is a great place to begin if you've only just made a Game Day Squad account and you're new to fantasy sports, because you can't use any other cards other than bronze, which come in those weekly packs that we spoke about before.
There you go, Andy. You got a comp to start in, mate.
Yeah, I was going to say I actually might go well in this instead of fantasy. This could be my game.
And then we go all the way up to champion. So there's different restrictions per tier, and champions, let's call it our open league. So there are no salary cap restrictions. You can play the highest rarity version of the card if you own them. So we're going to hop into classic, and we're going to have a go at building a squad. So you'll see here, it gives you a little warning. My squad's incomplete. I need to put in some players, and that's exactly what we're going to do here together. So you'll see the field here, and it's split into positions. So you can only play players in their designated positions. So you can't just play 10 halves in our game, unfortunately. It's like other traditional fantasies where you've got to sort of set a squad and create a full team. So let's do that. Who do we think we should pick here, boys? I'm going to need some help.
Surely Joey Lussick, yeah, he's the goat. No,
Yeah,
I think
I'll
I'm
go
thinking
Blakey, I think.
I need to go
Or
Wade.
Appy.
The top three are pretty decent.
I'll probably say
I know why.
Yeah, I
Appy?
know why.
Let's
He
go.
wants to build a team of sharks.
Oh, Sharks, no
Yeah,
doubt.
I knew TK was going for the show. You want Mickens here as well?
Oh,
I think we-
Team A's going
Of
to be
course he does. No,
this
we're
is
going to
gonna be
get
a
Haas
this
and
is gonna be
May.
bumper. Yeah, and then Cam Murray's in there
May.
as well, right?
Oh, but do we do Carrigan or do we go
Murray,
Ooh.
Carrigan.
Murray? Let's go Murray. You've
We'll
got to
go
go
Murray
Murray.
just to break it up.
Let's
But
go Murray.
We've got a bench spot too, don't we, there, Tom?
We absolutely do. Let's do our edges because I'll explain how that bench spot works.
Or do we
Oh,
do
I
our
think
diamond Scotty Sorensen?
this is my favorite
Oh,
player, so I'm going to
feeder.
pick this one.
He's just
Days of the
overruled
feeder
us.
from the Tigers.
He thinks he's a league legend now. Probably go Katoa, second one, mate. From the Storm at the top.
Just
At the
pick
top,
our diamond.
yeah.
Let's get a diamond in there.
We'll put him on the bench, I think.
Now, you can see how there's a line across here for our top three positions. So we've got edge forward, middle forwards, and hookers. So these two position spots can actually be any of the following positions. So you're capped at 2. But if we go in here, you'll see we'll have a variety of edge forwards, we'll have middle forwards, and hookers that are available to play into these two spots. So this is one of the strategy components of building a squad, is to know how you're going to use your flexible positions on your bench to maximize your points. So what do we think? In terms of strategy, I might throw this to you. Do you think there's a particular line group you should be looking for here out of the 3? Or do you think you should just play your best available player?
I think depending on who you've got, I'm assuming your forwards, your high scoring forwards will probably score the best because they've got the best run meters and tackles and points accumulation. But like I said, if you've got a Harry Grant's going to be even better than that. So
Yeah,
I think you've got to go a bit of both.
We'll do a breakdown on the scoring because the scoring is a little bit different. I think in Game Day Squad, it does kind of preference players that are attacking upside and then players that don't make mistakes. And what I've noticed is a lot of hookers, because of the missed tackles, are getting kind of demerits down. So it might be a wise choice for us to go with kind of like a mid and an edge instead of, if we don't have that premium kind of hooker like Andy said.
Yep.
And these are scoring benches, by the way?
These are benches for Game Day Squad. They do score. So you'll see there's a bench across down the entire field. So we have one for the 3 line groups here that we split into 2 players. And then as you go down, we'll fill out those as well. But it also is there. And they're all scoring and they're all active for your squad each round that you participated.
Sounds awesome. Why don't we chuck in Big Steph and someone else there, Andy?
Have you already played Paddy Carrigan? No.
Yeah, we have.
Go our diamond. Go Scotty. Yeah, we go.
That's also sucking some cap, isn't it, mate?
It definitely is. So we might come across that if we have an issue later. But in our classic competition, because it is just the step up from starter, there are some heavy salary cap restrictions. So you won't see too many coaches be able to start a lot of diamonds. And that was the intention of this, because it just wants to be just that step above starter. So your average card in a classic competition will be silver to gold when you're building out a squad.
Nice.
But I know who we need to start here.
Nico Hines.
No, not the Sharks player.
Why haven't we got any Sharks players in the team?
Money?
He's a disgraceful team.
Surely want money or
Yeah, put money because he's not going to get hit on the salary cap as hard.
yeah. Oh, Hines is the same. They're both bronze starters.
We can go with Hines for you, Tico.
Oh, thanks,
Oh,
mate.
I
yeah,
feel like
you
you need this moral.
You got him in there.
Got some morals to fight here. Let's go Penasini,
Yep.
I reckon.
And RTS.
We'll go RTS.
RTS, beautiful. We'll go wingers.
Oh, Carraz for sure.
Shiraz. As Rich would say, a nice Shiraz.
And then I don't think we've got a
Sione.
choice here. We've got to go with Katoa and Fafita, don't we?
We sure do. One of the two.
We'll go both.
Sione.
Oh, sorry. We'll go Sione. He'll be on tear. Sharks won't lose a game this year.
Beautiful. And now we've got
This is going to
our
be
the fullbacks.
Surely we go
I think-
Trell.
I think Trell. I think Trell looks fit Trell, not fat Trell.
Like I said, Hammer's really good. I think he averaged like 52 in GDS, like because the attack.
We can pick him. Can't we? Got a gold of him.
We can pick him.
Can we pick
But
two
as you'll
fullbacks
see here
there,
now,
or-
we only have 100,000 remaining in salary. And our salary cap hits per tier are here on the screen right now. So for a bronze, it's 500,000 and it goes all the way up to 1 million for a legend. So as we spoke about before, putting in that Diamond Sorensen was a big cap hit to our squad, and potentially we're going to have to take him out here and sub him in with someone else.
Yeah, why don't we just get Hudson Young in there, and then why don't we reduce Cameron Murray back to Carrigan? Because I think we had a Carrigan.
Well, I think we've got enough for a bronze now. We've got enough for a bronze.
Good enough for a bronze. So by saving that salary cap, we got to 500k, and then now we can fill out our last spot here.
Happy. Oh, Hammer. Sorry, which one? Yeah, Happy's better.
I think we have a Hammer in there already, so we'll have to go.
Oh, yep.
Okay, cool.
So you can only play one of each player in your squad, like the other games as well. So, you've got to build your entire squad for all the positions. But here, now, we have an eligible team to compete for round one.
Perfect. And, Tom, do we pick a captain in this, mate?
There are no captains in this. So the strategy that goes into Game Day Squad is being able to allocate the salary cap through the rarities of cards to your higher scoring players. So we've seen a variety of different strategies coaches have deployed over the first couple seasons with Game Day Squad. Some people like to go for an even spread. So they like to use the average salary cap of a silver and gold for their classic squads and just hope that all their performers together will score well. And then you'll see other people sort of do a top heavy or loading strategy. So they might find a Nathan Cleary, a Fafita, and a Diamond Hammer, and they just will load up on the salary cap for these three players because they love the matchup for that round and hope if they score big, then they should finish really well on the leaderboard. So there is no answer to building the perfect squad, and that's the beautiful part about Game Day Squad is every week you need to look at matchups, the rarities of who you can start. But as you go along, you might try to find the strategy that you want to implement, and you might just win some
I like that difference. I like that difference from fantasy because, fantasy, you've got the salary cap and the difference is what players you pick, whereas this is a lot more strategy to it. So you can sort of pick and choose of what works for you and, what might work for you.
Yeah, I think the beauty is that week to week, right? Like, sometimes we love Tommy Talau, but we don't want him for the season. But we might want to have a little plunge on him on the Sunday afternoon. We're having a couple of beers and we want Tommy in there.
It's almost like you can have a narrative team every week.
Exactly
now, Tom,
right. So
is there a lockout, just say on a Thursday, or is it rolling across the weekend until they play?
So we have a rolling lockout. So once a player plays in a game, you're unable to remove them from your squad. But any player that hasn't played yet, you can either bring in or out. I might just add that unlike other traditional formats, we don't have a limit to how many trades you can make a week. So you can trade in or trade out as many players as you want from your starting 18. So let's say you had a dud week and you don't want to look at any of these player cards anymore because you just can't live with it. Put a fresh new 18 in and you're able to do that. So there's no restrictions for that. You can play a matchup to matchup basis, or you might just set your favorite players because you hope they're going to score well. So, we don't have that salary cap where you have to buy players to put them in. Any player that you own, you can place into your squad to score points.
I love that. Loyalty's overrated.
Don't like it?
Yeah, don't like loyalty. And on that,
what do you think, fellas?
I love it. I love the style of this.
I think the team looks good. I think we've got a week-winning team right here.
Well, I was going to ask, is there someone we're missing? If you had a look at this squad and you're like, there is a player that we absolutely need for it, who do you think that would be?
I think
Okay.
they're a bit weak at hooker, don't you reckon, Andy?
I think, we would need a gun hooker. We want a Harry Grant, or we want a...
Yeah, Harry Grant.
Let's just go for a Harry Grant. We're
Grant.
definitely missing. So let's just try and get, if we can see if we can. And how will we go about, identifying or purchase or somehow finding a player that we really want, like a Harry Grant?
Absolutely. Well, we're going to talk into transfer market. So here we can have a look at we have a peer-to-peer transfer market where all the coaches in our game can either buy, sell, or trade a player card to another coach. So you have the ability to look at the transfer market, and this is everything that's currently being offered by other coaches. So if we click in here, our coach Tash wants either a Diamond Grant or a Keeney for this Fuller, and so on and so forth. We have auctions. You can buy this card for that amount. So this is where a bit of strategy comes in. Yeah,
this is a beauty. When you've got good cards, you can start being greedy. Like, you can just ask for ridiculous things. Like, my end buy, I'm just going to get something from Andy. Like, maybe.
So you can potentially just create, like, just by trading and obviously a bit of luck as well. But you can almost potentially get the perfect team that you want, even though the cards are at random with the packs you purchase.
Exactly right. But we're going to have a look at our squad here. So these are all the players that we have collected, either through opening our starter packs so far or by opening our reward packs that we got for the Talking League creator code. But we'll have a look here. So let's use Brayley, for example. Let's say we didn't want to have a Brayley. Maybe we have two Brayleys and we wanted a Harry Grant because we think he's going to be the best hooker. We could go to trade. So you can request players. Pick the rarity, but I think we'll go with bronze because we are trying to keep within the salary cap, and we can go Grant. So we can list and ask for a Harry Grant for our Brayley. And hopefully, if we give it some time, then we will see that someone wants that deal, and we might have a Harry Grant for our squad. But what you can also do is bronze cards, you're unable to sell. So you can only trade a bronze card to another player because they're completely free, and we give them to you from day one. All the cards that we open in our common pack, though, we have the ability to either sell, trade, or auction off. So you can set a price, and then you can have it for a time.
The auction. I love that.
But let's say we have Blore, for example, and people will sell cards for a variety of reasons. Maybe they're looking for another card on the transfer market to buy. Maybe they're looking to get some funds to then be able to buy a pack. Or, of course, you can withdraw on GameDay Squad as well. But let's go $22. Because if we can get ourselves to $20, we can open a rare pack. And they're pretty cool on GameDay Squad. And I think that's a good mark to try to get to here. So we've got that listed.
I like your hustle.
We just got a notification here. Guys, we have been able to not only trade our Brayley for our bronze Harry Grant, we've also successfully sold our card. So as you can see here, our funds have updated in our account. We have $22. And if we were to go back
instantly,
if we were to go back to our Appy Carousel, you can see Harry Grant is now available to be able to play. So we can put him, sub him straight in, and there we go. You can chop and change, keep adding to your squad or taking as you like and as the season progresses.
Yeah, nice. So it's just all about connecting with the right people and then them essentially, working out that trade works for them.
And being active on that trade market, that's actually a big element because it's, again, such a different element to any other fantasy game out there.
Tom, with the 2250, what can we do with it, mate?
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we could go buy some players here that are being listed by other coaches. So if we found a deal for a player that maybe we needed, give me a player. What's another great player that we would like for the season?
Ooh, Moses.
Moses, yeah, Mitchell Moses.
1S. Take 1S.
1S.
He's parting the Red Sea, this man.
Well, let's go half. So we can see all the different Moses cards that are listed here. So if we wanted to and we were happy with the deal, we could buy a Moses off the transfer market here to then add into our squad and add to our collection.
Let's take a little platinum for $2 there. That's $5.
Let's have a. Can we? Yeah, we can do that. Let's do it.
Oh, nice.
Platinum, $2.
Yeah, $2. It's a bargain.
You're welcome. Who did we buy the card off? Just a random player.
Absolutely, that's a coach in our market. So here we go. Moses is now ours just like that, and it was that easy.
It is really quick.
So we sold our other player card. We found a player that we really wanted for the season, and then we're able to buy a platinum version of them, which has that 1.3 times multiplier.
Nice.
And as you can see here, as we mentioned before, you've got the limit per card. So platinum's 500. This is number 199 of the 500. So once we get to 500 platinum Moses cards, they will stop, and you'll no longer be able to pack them.
And I suppose if for those collectors that are sentimental, if they want to buy a number one, a 1 of 500, I suppose you could hunt that as well. I suppose.
Absolutely, yeah. Someone will have the number one out there, and for our collectors that like to have the first made version of a card, it's a nice thing to put in your squad. That's for sure.
Now, Tommy, that $20, if I want to push that back to my bank account to buy a couple of beers, we can do that too, mate.
We can do that. You can withdraw with GameDay Squad. So we have a support documents that will take you through the process of how to do that. We've written it all out for you. Our support documents, we have access to them on our Discord. So if you want to go there, you can see it's sort of like an instruction manual for GameDay Squad. So if you ever are confused about anything, not only can you get live support from myself, but you can also access our support documents and then have a look at some things if you're a little confused. And I think on the topic of it, I might just pull them up so we can have a look. So here's our support documents.
Okay.
And we've got our official links. If you want to go to our socials, you have creating an account, and it'll take you through everything. So our transfer market, our wallet, so how to deposit, withdraw with GameDay Squad, how to refer a friend. And then we have our sports down here. So if you want to have a look, we can go all the new features that we have in 2025. And then, of course, we've got our seasonal prizes. And this fantasy footy season, we're giving over $200,000 in cash and prizes. We have the best prizes in fantasy sports. I know that one for sure. So make sure it's free to sign up as well. As you saw, there was no money that went into it. You can create an account for free. You can start playing from day one.
I love that.
That's
Can't
good.
wait
That's
to
a
win this
lot.
cash.
That's a lot of cash.
Now, the best thing is, if you're a little unsure, you can also look it up here. So, if you want to look up something, you can just type it in, search for something in particular. But as I mentioned, the Discord, we have live support. I'll be there. Callum is there as well, one of our other team members. So feel free to reach out, or maybe even ask our Talking League boys here. Maybe annoy them.
And those prizes, that wasn't. So let's just say I had a very bad week. My season isn't done, is it? Are they week to week? Did you say?
Yeah. Look, I like to talk about how good I am at fantasy, but one thing that I am very good at is going downhill very quickly. So the best part about GameDay Squad is I think I've set the best squad in week one, but it doesn't work out. But each week we have different prizes and the money's on the line. So you can get packs, you can win prizes, and you can see here we've got all the prices, the packs and everything you win. And we've also got some seasonal rewards as well. So for our coaches who do really well throughout the season, you can do that. But let's head back because I want to show you one of our last things we're going to cover. We're going to go to the store. We still get that $20. And we had these other packs that we saw before. We're going to open up a rare pack. Yes. So we make sure it's either going to be a gold or above. Here it is in our account. So it's in the packs. We can open.
Legend.
Legend Kiri. Come on.
We got Trey Fuller,
Martin
Howarth, Sam Walker, Brooks, Turbo.
Hello.
Oh, who's that diamond?
Oh,
that's good.
Excellent.
How good.
How good. And fellas, before I let you go, I just want to show you one other feature we've got in 2025. It is probably the best thing that we've added to GameDay Squad. I actually know it is. It's our match center. And what we do here is we have live scoring. So as the season progresses, you can come in here, you can see all the players, you'll be able to see their fantasy points and all the stats that they're accumulating throughout the game.
Oh, I love
so
that.
This is last season, so we have pre-uploaded so people can do some research. You can have a look at some matchups. So how did Tommy T go against the Rabbitohs last year? Maybe you can find a matchup that he does really well in, so you can get ready for when he versus him this season to plug him into your squad. And then the second thing, of course, is you can overview the entire round. So you can come through here, you can see the highest points scored for each game, and that'll continue to update as the season goes along. And yeah, live scoring. We've got a match center where you can view everything in front at your fingertips to help you build the winning squad.
And as you say, seasons do go on. Naturally, throughout the seasons, we've got Origin. Is there anything that we can do for Origin at all?
Yeah, absolutely. So we are the only fantasy sports platform to run a competition during that period. So we have a New South Wales v Queensland competition where we put up more prize money and we allow you to build a squad from the players who have the honour of being able to represent their state. So it's a bit of fun. It's an extra add on top of the platform and just a way that we're giving back to all of our coaches who have signed up.
And now that you are currently living in Brisbane but came from New South Wales, where does your allegiance stand, Tommy?
We'll see who wins game one.
It's called Origin. It's called Origin. Is your Origin?
Right. I think I'm a blue at heart. I've been there for too long. And one other thing we do on top of our New South Wales versus Queensland competition is we do a finals competition as well. So during each week of the finals, as the teams get eliminated, it'll just get that little bit harder to set a squad. And that's when some real strategy is going to come in. So what players are you going to pick for what matchups in our final series? So more money on the line as well. And we just can't wait for 2025. It's going to be our biggest season yet. Tedesco's on board. We've got you guys on board and we're ready to hit the ground running. I can't wait to set my squad for round one and to change the squad that we made today a couple more 100 times before because I'm very indecisive.
No doubt. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Tom, for coming on and showing us how to play. If you want to get involved, gamedaysquad.com.au. You can either sign up on the website or even easier, you can go to the app on, just have a look at your app store and you can definitely download that.
And don't forget TL25.